Alright guys, out here on the Honda Transalp, and I'm just going to do a little ride home. I'm in Boise right now, going to ride to Nampa. I mean, just still pretty early in the miles on this thing. I think I'm a little over 500, so not even fully broke in, but why don't we take a little ride and see how she does. Alright guys, let's take a quick little walk around and we'll just take a look at it. It's a little bug splattered, but you know, you expect it when you're riding it. I really like the looks of this bike. I know they're subjective, but I do like it. Obviously some crash protection first on the list, followed closely after that an exhaust and a tune. But that is not today because, well, I don't have any money. So, alright, let's hop on it and take a little ride. Now, one thing I do like about this, I am 5'7", so I am short, and I'm also dumb, ugly, and broke. So I have the whole package going on. But, just kidding, I guess, you know. Not really, I guess it's all pretty true. But either way, this thing is extremely approachable, even for someone my height. Like, I do the 1 foot thing a lot, but for some reason they made the weight so low. I don't know how they did that exactly, but it's very manageable. Alright, take a little ride, gear, make sure no one's coming. Get my shade down. There we go. I can see. Well, this is a day before Independence Day for myself, so I'm not sure if we're going to post this today or tomorrow, but I will be posting it. So I hope if you are celebrating Independence Day, you are having a good time. And I hope if you're a non-American, I hope you're enjoying a bunch of freedoms and good times as well. So around town, this thing seems really good. Like I said, even being as tall as it is, with me being short, I don't have lots of issues with it. See if we can make this light, and I think so. Not flogging it too hard. She is almost broken in, but I have my oil change sitting at home waiting for that 600 miles. I will have that done this weekend so I can start using everything she's got a little bit, you know. This thing handles really good though. Like, it doesn't feel like I was expecting. I was expecting a dual sport style handling. I don't know if you've ever been on a dual sport, and don't get me wrong, they're bad. They handle like a dirt bike. So they don't feel like they want to lean in or, you know, real stable in the turn. This is not like that. This is extremely good. I'm going to keep my eyes open real quick. I know everyone's a little distracted for the holiday weekend, so I don't want to get ran over. Beautiful day. You couldn't ask for a better day, so I like that. Camera still on? Yep, that's good. Alright. Sometimes I forget. Nothing worse. Well, okay, there's a lot of things worse, but it's a little irritating sometimes when you make a whole video and you realize it didn't start recording. It's always a little bit of a bummer. I always say those are my ones that would have been gems, and then I go back and redo it, and it's like, oh, I sound a little off, don't I? I sound like I should be wearing my helmet not on my bike. Oh, I guess we're gonna hit all the lights. That's fine. It means you take off a bunch of times. So I guess I am in. Go to sport mode. See if I notice any difference. I've been riding it in standard a lot because I've been wanting to see if I can tell the difference. Because I've heard that is a complaint on these bikes that the modes don't feel any different. So I know with a tune that seems to solve that, but I do not have that done yet, and I will be doing that. So I know you get quite a bit of more RPM and power that they kind of stripped from it when it came to America. So I'll be doing that and a full exhaust. But first things first, I need crash protection because I want to do a little bit of exploring on it, and I don't want to do that with that sump exposed. So that needs to happen, but it is not cheap. So all right, so let's do a little roll on. We'll use the quick shifter. I've never had a quick shifter, so that is pretty cool. Works down too. I haven't really played with it. I know there's settings for all that stuff, but there's so much, and I just have not had the time to play with it. Hopefully this weekend I get to go through the menus a bit and play a little more. I did set a user mode when I was in the dirt to turn off my traction control and rear ABS, but you have to do that every time. At least the ABS, it seems like that's maybe it's ABS or the traction. One of them you have to turn off every time. I can't remember which one it is now, because I haven't really had a chance to really run this in the dirt yet. All right, well, I'm going to pick back up once I get on the freeway, and I'll talk to you then. All right, here we are getting on the freeway. Let's see how she does. Once again, very nice handling. A little over. Get a little rev in there. Are you gonna get over? Sure. As you can expect, this bike is really good on the freeway. A little extra careful because, like I said, holiday weekend and all, or beginning of a holiday weekend, people's minds are not on driving. I really would like to, not get taken out. Yeah, it just is so smooth at this speed. This wind protection is great. So I am very short, but I'm 5'7", 3/4, but a lot of that is an inseam. It's only 29-inch, maybe 28.5 inseam, really short legs. So my torso is not exactly as short as it could be. So I do get a little bit of air on the top of my helmet. It's funny, as soon as I rode this, I could feel the air in my top vents on my helmet, which I couldn't ever feel them on my MT-07 or the Eliminator or any of that. But since that's the majority of my air, that's where I feel the airflow on my head. It's kind of funny that way. So I was hoping to get up to about 75 and show you the cruise RPM, but I don't know if that's going to happen. Maybe after some of the merges. So we'll do a little 6 gear, do 65, do a little roll on. Yeah, 75. No problem. Good amount of torque. I mean, it's not just the gruntiest thing. I'd say my MT-07 feels like it comes on a bit harder off the bottom. But I think this is going to have quite a bit more pull. Could be wrong on that. Like I said, I haven't had a chance to really put it through its paces yet. And if you ever watch any of the two-wheel DynoWorks videos on this bike, where they do tuning and testing exhausts and all that, and you look at the stock to tuned and piped and clean and air filtered dyno charts, it's not even, it's completely night and day different bikes at that point. You get so much more top end pull, it looks like, and more power everywhere. So it's definitely on my list once I can justify it. All things in time. Crash protection first, then I want to do pipe tune and filter all the exact same time. That way I can get a big of a surprise gain as I can, noticeable difference. So 70, I can't get it to stay at 70. Let's say we're at like 41, 4200 RPM at 70. Real nice. So I'm averaging about 55 miles a gallon so far, but that's been a lot of commuting on the freeway, and my commute times are usually fairly traffic free. Let's see if I get 70 again. Yeah, like 4100 RPM. It's not bad. It just feels really smooth at that speed too. Well, as you can see, this thing is amazing on the freeway. It mirrors great, seat comfortable. I think I've done like a 3.5 hour ride last weekend, and I mean, you just get, like anything, you get a bit tired, but it was not killing me like the Eliminator or the MT-07. Those things, it'll start burning in those seats a little bit at that point. This does not do that. This is very comfortable. Oh, 75, 76, see. 4,300 RPM. Yeah, I'm gonna do this all day. All day. Alright, I'll get back with you when I get off the freeway. Alright guys, we're off the freeway. Said, this thing does amazing on the freeway. Needs a pipe. Alright, right here. So I'm still getting a lot of questions about the Eliminator, and it's, you know, definitely gone. We don't have it no more. A great little bike. We had a lot of fun on it. My wife rode, you know, quite a few miles on it, and we're just ready to do some new things, and it's a good bike though. But I mean, if we're being honest, we can't really compare the Eliminator versus this or the MT-07. They're different things, but those are much more capable, more fun bikes in my opinion. More lively engines, just a little better. Oh, let me open the visor up. Get a little toasty. Some people are irritated. Still irritated. But like I said, I don't know. I like the dash too. I haven't even went through all the stuff on it. Barely started messing with it. And I had my gas light come on commuting yesterday, and I filled it up, and I want to say after the gas light I probably did another 10 miles, maybe 15, and I had a gallon and a half left in the tank, I want to say. So very conservative on the gas light. The consumed, I guess, seems to be right on the money, so that's pretty cool. I will say I do need to get another dirt bike. I will miss my dirt bike because I had a lot of fun on that thing. That's kind of, for me, the WR 450 was the thing that started it all for me and my wife. We decided we need to quit drinking and start you know, living a little better. We needed a distraction. Maybe I needed a distraction. So we decided to start riding dirt bikes as a family, and that WR 450 it did the trick for me, because it was way more fun than drinking ever was, and so it was a little sad to see that go. You know, I guess fourth here will be 4 years since I've had any alcohol. And it's not like I was out there getting DUIs and going to jail and all that, but I definitely was drinking every day, and, you know, all of that stuff that I don't need to be doing. Wasting money and time, right? We only have so much of it, especially time. You can't earn more of that. So, happy as could be that I stopped that, but now, unfortunately, I am addicted to motorcycles. Because you gotta do something. But, so like I said, it was a little sad to see it go. So I will be getting another dirt bike in my future, for sure, because it is nice to have something that you can just absolutely abuse. It's always nice when you want something to take out that you can really, you know, just not, you know, be overly concerned with if you're a little aggressive on it and drop it and fling it, or, you know, practice wheelies and power slides and all that stuff. So, but two-stroke, I think, next time. I haven't had two-stroke in a long time, so two-stroke sounds like the ticket down the road. I got lots of plans. My wife wants a Scout, which I like those. This is pretty nice. Get one of those eventually, and then I want to get a new kind of a more of a sportier, faster bike eventually as well. So lots of things that I want in life, and, you know, limited resources, of course, like everybody. I'm no different. Maybe just a little more irresponsible financing stuff. But, you know, you honestly cannot take it with you. So might as well enjoy life just a little bit. That's how I justify it in my head. Well, hopefully I have some more interesting rides coming up before too long. Like I said, I just got to get some things squared away. Plan on doing a few more. Still a interesting feeling to, you know, pull my helmet off and talk to my camera out in public. I'm not gonna lie, that's still taking getting used to. You know, I know everyone cringes when they see that stuff, but, well, what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? It's kind of a lot of fun. So I'm gonna continue to do it. Yeah, she needs a pipe. That's all there is to it. Well, if you wouldn't mind, you know, liking, commenting, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I will try to be bringing quite a bit more content your way, and, well, yes, ride safe.